As we look at the future needs for workforce in Montana, we really need talent at all skill levels. Having that here in Montana is going to be crucial for the future of companies coming here. Which came first, industry or workforce? I can tell you, if you don't have both, it doesn't work. Programs like the Rapid Training Program brought to us by Accelerate Montana are key parts of putting together the spectrum of workforce that is needed for industry in Montana.
So ultimately, workforce development is a team sport. So our work is always done in close partnership with employers or industry associations. It's working with the education and training system and working with the Department of Labor and Industry. It's really by all of those participants working together that we're able to connect the right individual with the right training to the right job.
We know that there are many folks across the state who are skilled in their areas offering trainings like these, but what we can bring to the table is a level of agility. We can help people to mitigate the risks that are inherent in offering workforce training in a state like Montana and help think about creative solutions together.
There's some programs that we didn't have a lot of enrollment for to start off with, and because Accelerate Montana provided the underwriting for those programs, I was able to go forward with no fear, and most of those programs now are all self-sustaining because I was able to originally launch.
There's a skills shortage. This is not just in Montana, but it's a significant challenge in Montana.
Having a steady pipeline of potential employees is critical. The more that people can get into programs like this, that just makes for a better worker and people that better contribute to their community because they want to be there.
We turn away more work than we're bidding. If we had the qualified people across the spectrum, we could be doing a lot more work. The JSR people are the ones that aren't just the hire and fire. JSR program gives you that initial training to get you into the field, and then that's something that you can build upon.
Without employees, without the individuals and the boots on the ground, if you want to put it that way, a company's not successful. Being able to partner up with Great Falls College, we were able to create a 7-week weld cohort extremely quick. That first cohort produced 10 graduates. 4 of those individuals ended up at ADF. Others ended up employed elsewhere around the state. Rarely do you find something that's implemented as fast as the weld cohort was, with as many success stories as there's been. So that relationship and that vision for the future, I mean, really where we're at today is just the tip of the iceberg as far as we're concerned.
2/3 of Montanans are more than an hour's drive from a 2-year college. And a lot of people are some distance from economic opportunity.
So we kind of talked as a group and said, what does it look like to take training to people where they live and work and where they want to be trained? We now have a beautiful truck and trailer and a full-time instructor who travels the state to deliver Job Site Ready training where people live. We've learned so much more about the diversity of our communities across the state and how much more work and workforce that needs to happen.
These training programs have been great for our community. We're working on Job Site Ready within our school systems. We were able to get CNA classes started in our school systems. If our kids choose not to go to college, they have a trade when they're done.
I got in trouble and went to prison, and I got out and was in the pre-release. They had talked about a structural welding course up here. It was my way into a better career. It's provided more opportunities for my children. It's provided more opportunities for me. The program was like the starting point to get everything in track and lined up for me.
I wanted to do a job that was outdoors, and I also want to do a job that helped people in the long run. Getting out here, I definitely know what I want to do now. Becoming a lineman was one of the cooler jobs to do, and I kind of get to prove myself and show how tough I am. I like it.
I needed to find something that was going to be a little more aggressive and be able to match up with who I was or what I was looking to do. I have found the salary range that I really wanted to be in and that I felt like I was worth if I was out hauling freight and doing this kind of work. I mean, I could think of doing nothing else now that I'm in it. It's been that big of a life change.
I've been a CNA for years, and I just kind of lost my license. I do recommend the program to others because they can't believe that I've finished it. And I'm 59 years old, you know? I did it. I opened my eyes again, you know? Like, I didn't have to just stay the way I was. It was so benefiting for us that Somebody gave us the time of day to come and teach us. And that was the best thing ever because, we need it. And I think this is the most positive thing in a long time that came to Crow Country.
We've been having the same conversation for 10, 15, 17 years. Right now, you're starting to see a lot of areas that do something about it. These programs is a community doing something about the problem. That's the type of effort it's gonna take in order for us to overcome the challenges that we see today.
The Rapid Training Program has definitely delivered on what we set out to do, but it's clear that that need that was identified has not gone away, right? The need for skilled workers, the speed with which those needs are continuing to grow and evolve isn't going away. It's going to be important that the state, our education and training system, the workforce development system is focused on continuing to meet those workforce needs.